author and nutritionist Robert Ferguson. Please welcome Robert Ferguson.
All right, y'all, let's hear it for America's Fat Loss Coach, Robert Ferguson!
Boom! What's up, everybody? I sound like Lacey Green right now. What's up, everybody? This is Robert Ferguson, and I hope you're doing great. I really do. Now, I'm sharing because I care, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the 8-week fat loss challenge, but I'm also going to talk about how fermented foods, and before you run and think there's something that you would never eat, give me some time to explain, because yogurt is a fermented food. And there's a whole bunch of cool yogurts out there. So I want to know, what is your favorite yogurt? Now, I posted something earlier, and people started to weigh in on it, and they were talking about all these different yogurts and what type they like and why they like it and certain brands. And I'm going to share a yogurt with you today that I have fallen in love with. And this is the first time I think I'm talking about this yogurt, this certain type of yogurt, for the first time. This is the first time I'm talking about it. And I really like it. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like the other yogurts. I just really like this new yogurt, and I'm using both of them. Okay. Now, before we dive in, we do have 8-week fat loss challenge that starts tomorrow. So if you're catching this live or you're hitting a replay and it's Sunday, the link works. Now, you can start the challenge at a different time, but we have a good amount of people who are performing in this challenge, who are like running into this challenge. And we're going to do some really cool things, a little different in this challenge. Like, I'm going to do a weekly live event where you can come and I'll answer questions. I'm going to have some guests on there, some people who have gone through the challenge, people who are going through the challenge, success stories, people who fell down and they got back up and they finished it. And maybe they had a slow start, but then they finished strong. Some people start strong and they know from past challenges why they didn't finish strong, even though they started strong. So we're going to be talking about a lot of cool things. And then it'll be timely, because when you're going live like that on a weekly basis, you can speak to what's going on right now. So if you're going to do the challenge, sign up today if you want to start tomorrow. Okay. Start day is always on a Monday. So when you first sign up, you'll log in, look for you'll see a button. You just click on it, 8-week fat loss challenge. Very easy to do. Then you'll see get started, and then you'll see steps 1 through 4. Go through those steps. It'll tell you everything you need to know to get started on day one. And if you have any problems throughout your sign up or going through anything, or something's not working, send us an email. You can email me. My name is Robert, or Lori. That's Lori at Diet Free Life. So I'm Robert at Diet Free Life. She is Lori at Diet Free Life. And if you have a coach, someone who referred you to perform and run with this challenge, you can always email them. Okay. Well, I want to say good morning to Sandy Silver. How you doing there, Sandy? Well, anyway, good to see you there. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to talk about this yogurt, man. Now, before I do that, let me just tell you, you can go to dietfreelife.com. You can look underneath any video, wherever you see this. In the description, you will see an area where you can actually sign up for the challenge. Or just go to dietfreelife.com and you'll see 8-week fat loss challenge somewhere, and that'll take you and put you in a position to sign up. Okay. Now, fermented foods. Well, one thing I want to bring to your attention when it comes to fermented foods is that anytime you see a food, let's say if it's in a jar, you see it, it could be sauerkraut, it could be kimchi, it could be like certain cheeses out there, kefir. The list goes on and on. Yogurts. Fermented food also is wine, by the way. If you see live bacteria or contains live cultures, that gives you additional reassurance that it has live bacteria in it, because that's what you want, right? And like sourdough is fermented. It has some prebiotics in it and is gut friendly. But when you're eating these foods, what's interesting about them is that they do help your gut. It helps bring about restoration or balance. And when you have a balanced gut, your body burns and absorbs calories more efficiently. Digestion improves. Your immune system is strengthened. You're optimizing insulin levels better because your gut is the primary driver of insulin. A lot of people don't know that. And if you don't have a healthy gut, it can throw everything off. Everything. So fermented foods you want to have part of your life. And I'm going to give you an example. There's a study done with Stanford University, and they had people take probiotics, and it was randomized and controlled. So it was very structured. And what they noticed is that whether you took a prebiotic or a probiotic, if you ate fermented foods on a regular, you had a much healthier gut. If you didn't eat fermented foods, but let's say you bought an over-the-counter probiotic or prebiotic, sometimes the outcome was negative on your gut. But if you took a prebiotic or a probiotic and you ate some fermented foods like miso soup, and the list goes on, then guess what? The outcome was good. So what that tells me is that if I didn't take a prebiotic or a probiotic supplement, but I ate fermented foods and was part of my daily regimen, then that means I'm doing my gut justice. You follow me? Let me give you a couple of examples, and then I'm going to share with you this yogurt. I like kimchi. You know, I've taught Taekwondo for many years. It's like baseball is in America, Taekwondo is in Korea. And so I really immersed myself into the culture, and I discovered kimchi, and I still buy it now. I don't eat it when the kids are in the house because they don't like the smell, but I like kimchi. And when I eat it, I don't eat a lot. Same as sauerkraut. Like if I'm eating something and I'll take 2 forks full of sauerkraut and I'll just kind of mix it into my veggies or put it on the side of my plate, and there you go. Apple cider vinegar with the mother. Let's say I go all day and I don't eat any fermented foods. I'll take a shot of that and I'm good. I got in my fermented food. And this is all contributing toward gut health. And when we talk about gut health, we're talking about brain health. We're talking about immune system. We're talking about mental health. If you didn't know it, 90% of serotonin is produced in your gut. 50% of dopamine is produced in your gut. They are now looking at the gut as the second brain. I believe very soon they will be looking at it as the first brain. You follow me? So we got this. We got it. Okay. Let me just say before I share with you this new yogurt, actually I'll tell you what the yogurt is. Like the yogurt that I usually consume is Greek yogurt. And the brand that I tend to use mostly is Fage. That's Fage. And I get 5%, which is full fat. So the more fat in it, the better for me. Now, I got introduced to Bulgarian yogurt. Okay, you heard me right. Bulgarian yogurt. And the brand that I got introduced to is called White Mountain. You can write that down. White Mountain. Now, some people don't like Greek yogurt because they don't like the tanginess, the sour, taste, that tart, tangy taste. And if you get Bulgarian yogurt, you don't get that. It's mild, very mildly sour, not as thick. But the big differentiator from the distance is that Greek yogurt has more protein. So most people are choosing yogurt based on protein. And that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. However, it ain't always about protein. We're getting plenty of protein throughout the day. So let's not I've talked about protein. And Bulgarian yogurt, it does have protein. Not as much as Greek, but it does have protein. Now, here's some subtle differences. The Bulgarian yogurt is made from sheep's milk, and it's whole. Greek yogurt is made from cow's milk, and oftentimes the way it's processed, it's not whole. The Bulgarian yogurt is thick and creamy, and the Greek yogurt is actually thicker. And as I mentioned, the Bulgarian yogurt is mildly sour, whereas the Greek yogurt is tart and tangy. And again, with the Bulgarian yogurt, you're not getting as much protein, but you're getting protein. And you're getting the live cultures that they've proven can make it all the way to your large intestine, whereas you can't always say that with the Greek yogurt. Now, the family of bacteria that is very high with the Bulgarian yogurt is Lactobacillus bulgariensis. Whereas with the Greek yogurt, you guys are probably much more familiar with this, is the Lactobacillus with the acidophilus. So you hear about that way more. And that is the acidophilus is what gives it the tangier kind of taste. But the Bulgaricus that is the one that's like boom. And I've literally felt a difference between the two. So is it worth you giving it a shot? I would say yes. Is it worth you like doing it sooner than later? I would say yes. Now, in the 8-week fat loss challenge, we're going to talk about, I'm actually going to do a video demonstration at one point when we're talking about gut health in the challenge. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in the challenge, each week there's going to be a mini challenge. And we're switching it up. I'm always switching it up to make it different, make it fun, and staying with the current trends, if you will, where people want better information or more clarity so they don't fall prey to a lot of the confusion around nutrition and health and all that thing. But when you start thinking about your gut health, it helps everything improve, like 100%. Now, Sandy asked me the question, like, where do you get this yogurt? We have a store in my town. It's like a Whole Foods type of store. I'm thinking you could probably get it at a Whole Foods. Um, I haven't looked at Trader Joe's. We have a store called Lassen's. They have it, but it's not always in. So I've ordered it recently from Amazon. You can always get it from Amazon, and you can look it up. But the brand that I've been using, I've only used one brand, so I don't know the difference of other brands. And the only one I've found is White Mountain when it comes to the Bulgarian yogurt. So there you have it. All right, you guys, I want to keep this sweet, short. I'm excited about the challenge. I look forward to working with you guys on a regular. We'll be sharing some really cool stuff. So just kind of get the ball rolling on day 1, day 2, and then on day 3, which will be a Wednesday. If you start on Monday, you will get an email. And in that email, it's going to invite you on Thursday to a live event, our first live event in the challenge. And we're going to do a weekly live event in the challenge, and it will be live. Now, if you're not able to attend live, that's okay. That is okay. You will have access to the replay. And but I'm going to do what I can to push and get as many people to attend live as possible, because that's always fun. All right, I'm done. You guys enjoy your day. Get into the challenge. Do your grocery shopping. Let's get this party started tomorrow. And again, if you got questions, you can always email us. You can contact us at dietfreelife.com. And if anyone wants to learn more about what we're doing, again, just contact us and we will share because we care. I'm Robert Ferguson. You guys enjoy your day, and God bless. Until the next one.